Welcome to the testing world. In this session, I'll explain you properties. Before moving to the project, here I want to explain what is property. So if you worked on different programming language, there is a concept of variables. Variables are used to hold some data and we can use that variable wherever required. In the same way, here in Ready API, we have property. So in property, we can store some data and use it wherever required. Okay, let me show you how we can define property and how we can use it. So we have seen what is property. It's simply a variable which hold the data. Why we use property? Okay, that is very important. If I say I want to use one data on 5 different places. So as of now, I'm just putting the data on all the places. But later on, if the data gets changed, so I'll have to make changes on 5 places. So here, if we create a property, we will define data only on one place and property will be used on all the places. If it gets changed, so we need to make changes on the one place only. Okay, let me show you how we can do that. I am here on Ready API and hope you remember in previous session we have created an end-to-end test case. So let's go here on the add student. If you remember this first name, middle name and last name, we are using here in the post as well as here in put request. So you can check it like first name, middle name and last name. If I say I want to execute the same test case for different first name, middle name and last name, what we will have to do? We will have to make changes here in the post, then we have to make changes here in the put. As of now, this data used on 2 different places, but it could be many places we are using same data. So what we can do? We can define property. Okay, I'm just moving to test case. So that's my test case. Here in the test case, that's my test case window. And at the bottom, you will check we have a concept of properties. So I'll just go there and define property. I just click on the plus and my first property name is first underscore name. You can give any name here in the property. In the same way, I want to create one more property. So I just click on the plus again, middle name. Again, I'm clicking on the plus, last name. So I have defined 3 properties here on the test case level. Okay, what is the value you want to set? So I'm saying test A, test B and test C. So these are the 3 values I have set here in the property. Let's go to step where you want to use it. I'm going to the first step and on this place I want to use property. Right click, get data. From where you want to fetch data? So okay, from where you want to fetch it? I want to fetch it from test case properties. So if you can see, I'm just going for the project, then test suite. Inside the test suite, we have a test case option and it shows you have these test case property. I want to use first name property here. Add. So that is added over here. So that is the property which is added over here. But before that, it shows the previous data. I'm just removing it. So now this is the property which we have defined. Like it is going to fetch first name from the test case level. Now in the same way, I can go here again, right click, get data. I want to fetch from the test case properties, I want to fetch middle name. If you see, it shows like from the test case level, you are fetching middle name. Now I want to fetch last name. So I just remove the existing data, right click, get data and again last name. So these 3 values are updated here in add student. In the same way, I can go to the update student DOB. So here this date of birth is updating, but rest of the data is same. I'll just remove existing data and again doing the same thing, get data, first name. here on middle name, get data, middle name. On the place of last name, I'm saying get data, last name. So now these three values are coming from the test case property. Okay, everything is done. I'll just go to the test case again. Okay, I'm just going to the test case level and just execute that. So all the steps of that test case executed. Now I want to check, is it able to fetch data from the property or not? So first of all, I'll just go to the add student here in the raw. So if you check it, it send test A as a first name, test B as a middle name, test C as a last name. And in response, we are getting this data. So means yes, it is able to fetch value from the property. Now, I'll go to the update request. So again, I'm going to the test case window. There it's a update student DOB. Here also, I'll just go to the raw and check. So yes, it is able to fetch it. So now we are able to successfully define the properties and also fetch and use it. Okay. Later on, you want to execute this test case with the different data. So now I need not to go to the each and every step. I'll just go to the test case level. In the properties, I will update this data. So I'm saying, okay, test AA, test BB, and test CC. It could be any data. I'm just taking the sample data. Okay. Now I'm executing test case one more time. So I'm on the test case level. Just click on the property. So property window is closed. Here, run. So it's executed again. Let's check it is using the new data or not. I'll just click on add student. If you see, it is using test AA, test BB, test CC. In the same way, let's go to the test case window again and update student DOB. Here also you can check new data is used. So now we have defined property and we have used property wherever required. So here you can see, once we define the property, it will be easy for us to update any data. As of now, we are using the same data in 2 places, but it could be 100 places you are using the same data. So we just create a property. You can call it, it's similar to the variable. And whenever we want to change the data, so we'll change only on the one place. Okay, so here we got understanding of what is property, why we use property, and how to define property. That's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.